Hello, hello, and welcome back. This time I'm going to be running with 4 Paragons. See how they work out. I've tried to come up with a pretty decent build for them. First off, character build. Officers build. And the ships I'm going to be using. Now, I've got 2 different variations here, the 2 that I figured would be the best for fighting the remnants. Mostly because I tend to find that with basically all energy weapons, a lot of these ships really kind of struggle to take down the enemy battleships, essentially. So I've got them 4 auto-pulse lasers, heavy needlers and whatever. I mean, things like the integrated point defense I probably shouldn't have on here, but it's there just because I forgot about it, I think. But in any case, yeah, even with the plasma cannons, say like on this one, I kind of found that this one this variant burns a little hot, whereas this one's not so bad, although it does tend to shoot into the middle of empty space. But in any event, before I ramble on and blah 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 about shit that isn't even that interesting, let's not attract the attention of the other one. So, yes, even with 4 Paragons, I'm still a bit worried when it comes to fighting more than 1 or 2 of these battleships. But 60 deployment points per battleship is quite expensive. I've personally found. Basically, worth the deployment points of 1.5 of most other capital ships. Would I say that that's worth it? I'm not sure. Personally. The Paragon is very good at defending itself with its very, very powerful shield. But when it comes to actually attacking, because of the fact that it has mostly energy weapons, it struggles. I mean, obviously it doesn't struggle that hard against a friggin' destroyer, but I tend to find, especially against these enemy battleships, it's a tough slugging match. These herons that are coming up here, I've got them with 3 longbow wings each. They really, really help when it comes to this difficult flux battle against these enemy battleships. Like this one is basically fluxed out already. It's fired its gun a few times and it's already fluxed out. Also, due to the way that the weapon loadout is set up, whenever it tries to fire the side guns, it will fire the fixed mount as well, which could be a bit of a problem. Right, let's break these waypoints, see if I can't get my battleships to actually support each other. When it's 2 on a 1, it's not too bad of an engagement, but I tend to find, especially these battleships with these swarmer missiles, as soon as the armor's down, it will tear through the whole place with one of these Paragons. Especially the AI's tendency to let the shield down for basically no reason. Yes, I've been struggling for a while to come up with a good build against the remnants, at the very least, for the Paragon, because against anything weaker, it can just rely on the fact that 4, say, Tachyon Lancers can easily just kill basically any Fire or any Luddite or even any hegemony ship in like 1 or 2 shots. But against a heavily shielded target like this, energy weapons that deal soft flux damage just don't work. They don't work at all. They're good anti-armor weapons, which, I mean, on this variant of the Paragon, its only anti-armor is plasma cannons. and even then they're not the greatest at it, but just not going for highly efficient, just anti-shield weapons just doesn't seem to work in this circumstance. Most of the enemy fleet has been mopped up, although not the greatest. These Paragons are not very good at manoeuvring at all. I've had to undergun them, as you can see, pretty significantly. I've got the Lancers at the back, mostly to try and... the idea is that if an enemy frigate goes behind, they will blow it up damn near instantly, because just to hell dealing with anything like that. Although maybe I don't need something so intense. Maybe I could just put some graviton beams just to ward them away. Yeah, in the end, I would say that while the Paragon clearly is the strongest capital ship that the player can use, is it worth 1.5 capital ships? Considering how slow it is, the only advantage it really has is the fact that it has the best shield in the game. So I would almost say no. Because at the moment, with these Paragons, say, chasing down this Radiant, on top of the fact that it has a phase skimmer, it's got a top speed of 44. My Paragons have a top speed of 33. He gets to dictate when and where the fight happens, other than the fact that he literally can't backpedal fast enough. So, yeah, they're basically just the high-tech onslaught. They're basically the same thing. Sure, they've got better flux stats, they've still got decent armor, but they're stuck with energy weapons, which are just... they're not the greatest thing in the world. Try and get a few battles in to show them off. Although I wish I'd caught that point defense thing beforehand, because I do like to have that on the big slow capital ships, because having decent point defense is really nice, and I'm sure it's helping in this case, making it so that those long-range lasers can actually deal with the missiles. But with only a few point defense cannons, mostly just to prevent, like, say, like a couple rockets completely fucking over the AI. They probably don't need it. Yeah, these against the remnants, they need all the flux efficiency and capacity and anti-shield weapons that they can get their hands on. Let's find that one in just a second. Yes, I've also got a bunch of these Aurora frigates that we'll just test out. They're probably just gonna die in droves. Well, fortune favours the bold. There isn't a battleship in this fleet, but that doesn't mean I can get too complacent. Because those mass cruisers can and will still deal just an immense amount of damage to my fleet. Which is why this Heron has got a D-mod on it, because it suffered pretty heavily. I think it ended up being sniped by one of the enemy battleships, because I had them coming in to support, but I think it ended up spinning around and getting put in front of the battleships. So instead of the battleships tanking for it tried to tank for the battleships, and, well, it died. At the very least with these frigates, I've got them all with a nav relay, so hopefully that should give me a little bit of a speed advantage. If I go go there. Yeah, plus 10% speed. You have to see how that plays out. I'm really in a capital game kind of mood recently, so not that great. And even these ones with their mini fortress shield thing, or whatever they've got, tend to die pretty quickly anyway. Yeah, there isn't much of a battle line that I need to be concerned about, just sort of hunt them down. Antimatter blasters. speed. These are surprisingly fast, actually. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to the capital ships, I don't know the usual speed of frigates, maybe. This frigate is slowly being murdered. There goes another one of the bliss. Stuck its arse where it doesn't belong. Where the hell did that one go? Well, he was going to support his friend. After I have my field playing with capital ships, I'll probably play with mass cruiser fleets for a while. It'd be nice to get back to a fleet of, say, like 8 Eagles or whatever. Have some decent speed for once. Or maybe a bunch of cruisers just in support of whatever capital ships I decide to keep using. I'll probably hang on to my 4 Paragons at least. Whenever I do decide to take down fully operational remnant battle stations, I'm probably going to need them. Probably be the Astrals that I give a go next. Not that will be too hard of a video to make. You just stick a whole bunch of bomber wings on them and just watch them kill everything in sight. perhaps not the most interesting video, this one. Short of throwing my fleet into a situation where I'm pretty sure it's just going to end up dying. Yeah, I tend to find that when it comes to all the other large energy weapons that I could put on the Paragon, for the most part, they're all really good at punching down. But when it comes to punching something of equal or greater threat, like the Radiant battleship, it's just not worth it. You just need the empty shield. So I'd love to have high-intensity lasers or tachyon lances, or even just like make plasma cannons like the default part of the build. But they're not good enough to do the job. Blown to smithereens. Paragon is what Paragon does. The biggest brick in the armada. Meh. More AI cores! But yeah, not really much you can say about it, really. See you next time.